All right, let's jump right into this explainer, the USB port for AI, demystifying MCP. Today, we're tackling the absolute biggest friction point in modern AI workflows. You know the one? That massive, frustrating brick wall you hit the second you try to actually integrate these powerful AI tools into your daily life? Well, we're going to look at exactly how to tear that wall down. So, why is your AI stuck? Think about your own daily workflow for a second. You fire up your favorite AI tool, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever it is you rely on, and look, it's undeniably smart, right? But despite all that incredible intelligence, it hits a roadblock. It literally cannot see your files, it can't check your calendar, it definitely can't seamlessly talk to Slack or GitHub or your databases. It's incredibly intelligent, yet completely isolated. So you end up manually copying and pasting information back and forth. Honestly, that completely defeats the whole purpose of having a seamless, automated assistant in the first place. Think of it this way. An AI model, on its own, only knows what it was originally trained on. It's kind of like a brilliant assistant locked inside a windowless room. I mean, they have all this baseline knowledge, sure, but they are completely cut off from the outside world. They have no idea what the weather is today, they don't know about that meeting you have in 5 minutes, and they certainly cannot see that spreadsheet you were just desperately trying to format. Until they can actually look outside that room and interact with your specific, live environment, their utility is, well, severely capped. So what's the solution? We basically have to build them a door. Enter the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Let's demystify this acronym right now. If the AI is locked in that windowless room, MCP is the door. It's the universal standard that allows your AI to safely reach out, request real, live information, and bring it directly back into your conversation. It finally allows the AI to step out of isolation and actually interact with the exact data you care about, exactly when you need it. It's a real game changer. To put this into perspective, think back to the absolute nightmare before the USB port existed. If you wanted to connect a printer, you needed a giant, chunky, custom cable. A mouse? Completely different cable. A digital camera? Yet another one. It was just a chaotic, tangled mess of hardware. USB fixed all of that by giving us one single standard plug that just works everywhere. Well, before MCP, AI was in that exact same chaotic state. Every single company was forced to build custom, one-off connections. They were writing totally specific integration code for their AI to talk to a database, and then entirely different code to talk to a productivity app. MCP finally gives everyone one common plug for AI that just works. And you know what the craziest part is? This standard isn't decades old. It's incredibly fresh. I'm talking late 2024, when Anthropic, the company behind Claude, first released MCP to the public. But the true genius move, the real catalyst here, was making it open source. They made it completely free for absolutely anyone to use and build upon. Because of that open source status, within literally just weeks, the standard spread like wildfire. Other AI companies and developer tools quickly realized, hey, we don't have to reinvent the exact same custom wiring for every single app we want to connect with. So today, we're seeing rapid adoption across the entire industry, simply because it makes everyone's life vastly easier. So how does this actually work under the hood? It's a brilliant, straightforward three-step flow. First, you have your AI app, which acts as the client. This is basically the brain asking for information. Next, sitting right in the middle, you have MCP itself, that shared, predictable format bridging the gap. And finally, you have your actual tools, your files, your calendar, your code, running what's called an MCP server. Because the client and the server are talking using this exact same predictable protocol in the middle, developers no longer have to write custom code from scratch for every single new connection. They just plug straight into the protocol, and the entire engine hums perfectly. This elegant setup unlocks 3 massive advantages for you and the tools you use every day. Number 1, massive time savings for developers. You build one single MCP connection and boom, it works instantly across any AI tool that supports the standard. Number 2, infinite flexibility. Sure, today you might be connecting an AI to Google Drive or maybe a code repository, but tomorrow it could be your smart home, a private business database, literally anything. And number 3, because it's an open standard, it actively prevents vendor lock-in. No single megacorporation controls the protocol, which means you aren't forced to stick with just one AI provider forever. You actually have the freedom to choose. Now, to be perfectly fair, handing over the keys to your data isn't without its risks. Number 1 is absolutely security. The very second you let an AI reach out of that windowless room and into your real live files or systems, you open up vulnerabilities. You have to be incredibly careful about what the AI can read and especially what it has permission to change. Number two, remember, it's still a very young standard. The tooling, the documentation, the best practices, they are all evolving rapidly, which means things can occasionally shift or break underneath you. And number three, while it is spreading incredibly fast, adoption is still catching up. Not every single AI tool out there on the market supports MCP just yet. So, taking all that into account, where should you actually use MCP today? Right now, it's a phenomenal fit for connecting AI coding assistants directly to your codebase, hooking an AI into your team's project management tool, or even letting it pull live data for some heavy research. Those are huge, immediate wins. But you absolutely must hit the brakes when it comes to sensitive personal data, critical financial systems, or live production environments. Until you have rock-solid permission controls firmly established, you really want to maintain absolute boundaries when giving AI full access to those critical systems. Just play it safe. Ultimately, MCP has the potential to completely unify an incredibly fragmented software ecosystem, turning those isolated, trapped AI models into truly interconnected, dynamic assistants. Honestly, it's a fundamental shift in how we are going to build tech moving forward, which leads us to the ultimate question. Will MCP become as universal as the USB port? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, especially if you want a deeper, more technical walkthrough of how to set this all up yourself. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.